What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Rewind Theater for The Last of Us trailer. I'm Greg Miller, alongside He Only Does Everything, Colin Moriarty.
Beyond.
Beyond indeed, Colin. Yeah, this is The Last of Us trailer. This is the exclusive PlayStation 3 franchise.
Indeed.
I guess we can dial it back right away. I can
Let's
show you
do
that.
it.
Hold on, right?
Let's do it.
Hold on, that's too far.
Wait,
there it is.
No,
Sony Computer
yeah,
Entertainment presents Naughty Dog. This is the big thing. We didn't know who was doing The Last of Us, Colin. Now we know it's Naughty Dog. We got that teaser trailer back in the day. We needed to figure out what it meant. And actually, here's the first screenshot of it, right?
Yep, this is the very first imagery we ever saw of the game on LastofUs.com. We didn't know who was developing it. We didn't know what the game was all about. All we had was that ant trailer, some creepy footage from the BBC documentary.
Yeah. We'll let it play here and we'll talk about it. If you didn't know, yeah, two Saturdays ago, the teaser trailer posted. It had this screenshot, and we knew basically they were getting into some kind of post-apocalyptic game. We thought, and here it is, Colin.
Yeah, here it is. If you just stop here, though, this is what's starting to interest me is, you know, the events that led up to this game didn't happen yesterday. The vines are already growing all the way up inside the room. Everything's tattered and torn, caked over in dirt and dust. This happened maybe even last decade at this point in the game.
And that's one of the big things they talk about, right, in the press release they put out afterwards, that, you know, nature is reclaiming the world, is what they said. And there's some fresh blood on the wall. But the wall in general, pretty dilapidated, pretty screwed up. Yeah, this wasn't,
you know, whatever happened, whatever epidemic or disease or virus or fungus that swept through civilization, it wasn't yesterday.
Here we go, dead body, freshly dead body.
Freshly killed body, nice pool of blood. And we're about to get introduced to one of the main characters here, Ellie.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there goes Ellie. Ellie, if we pause right there, first off, voiced by Ashley Johnson. You know Ashley Johnson. She was Chrissy Seaver on Growing Pains.
So it's a hell of a sitcom.
Yeah, she's also on The Killing, but I don't watch the show, so I can't talk about it. If I can get a womp right above her right eye, she has a little scar there. It looks like, or you know, she's obviously seen some wars. Tattered clothing there. I mean, she's not. She isn't a kid's Gap model.
And as Ellie will suggest later on in the trailer, this might be the only world she's ever really known.
Yeah, they talk about her, you know, being this teenager who's, you know, does what she can to survive, wise beyond her years. But she also comes outside eventually and talks about how, you know, he told me that these places used to be like filled with people not a care in the world kind of thing.
Indeed. Now, yeah, stop here, Greg. This is what I like. Look how casually she hears there's danger upstairs. She runs directly into it. This is a young teenage girl. She casually sidles up next to the door and pulls out a switchblade as if she's done this a million times.
Totally. Like we're talking about this, you know, this is every day for them. She talks about it in this trailer, everyday survival for them. She's used to having to be in these situations that she doesn't know a world before it. So this has been going on for seemingly 12, 13, 14 years.
Indeed. And here we're introduced to the other protagonist, which is Joel.
Joel, voiced by Troy Baker. Troy is in Final Fantasy 13. He's Snow in that one. He's in a million other games too. He's a storied voice actor.
And clearly this looks like the game is running on the same engine that Uncharted 3 ran on. And so this is all mocapped, and so you can kind of assume that these voice actors are also playing the part.
You don't even have to assume. They've said that. Ashley confirmed that on Twitter, that indeed they are using the same Uncharted ping pong ball, we're all going to record everything at once thing. And that's why you get these amazing facial animations and good animations overall.
Which looks great. So here, you know, Joel tells her to kind of pick through the body, and again, the theme is how casually she does all this. She flips the body over. She's not scared of it at all. She finds bullets, which is probably very precious in an environment like this.
Exactly. She finds some, you know, somebody was asking us the other day why she was throwing some of them away. Some of them are empty shells. The others are unused bullets, so she can do. Also, she's wearing a shirt there that has a logo on it, some palm trees, a setting sun. I couldn't figure out where it was from.
Let's dial it back a little bit, though, Greg, because we saw something very important here. These guys running by, these are the, you know, we don't really know what they're called. We're calling them the infected for now.
Right. Well, remember, if you're just joining the whole Last of Us shebang, one of the viral videos they put up was of this ant being infected by a fungus that took over its body and basically grew the fungus out of its body, making another thing. It had mind control elements. So we've all been thinking that's what we're getting into.
Yeah, and you see them here. Now, what's interesting is you see in the background right there, one of them there's three of them. One of them makes a beeline, it looks like, directly for the body that Joel just
she
killed.
Notices the food, fresh blood on the ground, goes down and starts eating that
So
body.
maybe these are like zombies. I'm kind of hoping they're not. We don't really know yet. They seem a little more intelligent, and certainly they move at superhuman speeds.
Before we get to the big reveal there, I want to point out something that I missed my first time through when we watched this on Saturday. Here, we talk about facial animations. Watch Ellie here. She looks at the gun, looks at Joel, and gives him a knowing nod like, yeah, you have to do this. It's time to fight.
Yeah, it's excellent.
It's totally awesome.
And it seems like the cocking of the gun has given him away.
Yeah, exactly. He makes that noise in just enough time for this fungi creature run through here.
Now, what's disappointing is that no matter how much you really slow it down, you don't get to see too much. I mean, here's a good shot.
Yeah.
The face is totally mutated. It makes sense if, you know, they're talking about this BBC documentary, this ant brain fungus.
Yeah, right.
It would make sense that their heads would be mutated, I guess.
Exactly.
If that's
What happened is in the ant video, the ants breathe in this spore fungi, and it goes in and grows things out of their body, but it takes over their brain. So it does, you know, use some mind control business. You can see some of it there. Just a really, really disgusting head.
Yeah, I don't, you know, I'm interested to see what, you know, more of these creatures are. I give it to Naughty Dog. I give them a lot of credit for showing them right away.
Yeah.
There'll probably be other permutations of them, though, I suspect.
Seems
These guys
like
look
there
pretty
are
horrifying.
special ones.
But now, here's what I like too, Greg, is you have Ellie. It seems like they've done this setup before. Joel draws the creature towards him.
Yeah.
You know, she comes behind him, stabs him a few times, distracts him, gives Joel enough time to kind of get a headshot off.
Yeah, get away, right? Get a shot in there and blow this guy to hell. Boom.
It's a nice shot.
Very nice. And then they run outside.
So yeah, here, you know, if you let it play and you've watched the regular trailer, this is where Ellie kind of talks about their routine, and this is what they do every day.
And it's also very Dead Island-y right here, with the running down a hall, a seeming hotel and stuff. Not that that matters, but I just found that to be an interesting thing. Breaks out, and then if you haven't seen the trailer, right here she breaks away to the side and yells Joel. Mm-hmm. Showing that she's not yelling dad. Not, you know, I mean, we've been trying to figure out their relationship. I still want them to be boyfriend and girlfriend, so that I can use the celebrity name I've come up with of Joel, Ellie, Jelly.
That's horrifying. I suspect,
there's no rules, Colin. It's the end of the world.
I suspect we'll figure out what their relationship is eventually. This is
I
the
think
only world
pretty
she
quick,
knows.
right?
I suspect that maybe Joel found her as a young kid or an infant or a toddler or whatever.
And here's where she's talking about, you know, these streets used to be filled with people just going about their lives and stuff.
But if you go here and you see, look at the newspaper dispenser on the left as you go forward, and maybe we get a little womp, womp. It says epidemic on the newspaper.
And if you go up to the top left there, you go womp womp, you see All American, right? Or something All American, or all American. Basically letting us know, you know, we're still in an American city somewhere. And you got the I Am Legend vibe here of everything being grown over, but it's, again, way further along, right?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, when you look at, if you let it go, Greg, and you let it play when it gets kind of above this bus and this barrier, this makeshift barrier they made, and you freeze it kind of here, you see that this happened. I mean, this is not overnight. This is not even 5 years ago. This is probably not even 10 years ago. I mean, look at this place.
Yeah.
It's completely overgrown. There's water everywhere in the streets. The cars are rusted out. You know, Ellie being described as a young teenage girl. This is all she's ever known. Maybe this happened 15 years ago. I mean, who knows?
You know, the other thing, too, to point out here is, first off, Colin, if you look down, you get a womp womp right by that light pole there at the base. You have a little bus stop. It's got some kind of movie advertisement, some kind of advertisement poster. I've, for the life of me, been looking at it. I can't figure out what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Looks like some trees. It kind of looks like 6 Feet Under, but I'm not sure if it is. But we'll say it is.
Okay.
Because whatever we say is true.
Yeah, exactly.
And then up there, you have the womp womp. You got the Denizen sign. Somebody tweeted at us, Colin, which we urge everyone to do. I'm at Game Over Greggy. You're at No Taxation. And they said that they found that in Queens, New York or something, but you're from New York.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm from Long Island, so I mean, I'm not like, you know, Mr. New York City. I don't know everything about it, but Queens is the melding of Long Island and New York City, and this looks a little too urban to be Queens. So I don't think that that's what it is, but it could be. And we know it takes place in the United States. Sony has said that it's about a journey across the United States.
Yeah.
Maybe a la Resistance 3. So they may be in many locales. This might not be the only place we find them in.
Gotcha. Well, Colin, anything we missed on The Last of Us?
Nope. I hope we learn more about it soon. I hope we figure out what city this is. I hope that they're not tight-lipped about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, one day Colin Moriarty's hopes will be realized, and when they are, you can check for the news right here on IGN.com.